Yo, it's mad early. About to pop my pills. I got vitamin D up in here, magnesium, some zinc. But I don't take all of it at the same time. I take like the vitamin D and the magnesium together and leave the zinc behind. And I got me some beet juice. Hold on. It tastes good, yo, for real. But it look like blood. Look. Look at that shit. Yo, I'm telling you. Health is wealth. Oh, man. I feel like a champ, yo. I can take on the world. Yo, man. I've done videos about dead rappers. Straight up. Just about every dead rapper that has passed away as of recent, I've done a video about it. And now I want to turn things around a little bit. You understand? Because I really truly believe that, you know, as a YouTuber, all we do is just talk about the dead rappers, right? You know what I'm saying? This guy died, and then we try to figure out, we try to play the investigator, you know what I'm saying? We interrogate people, you know, we do the police officer's job. I ain't gonna say I don't do that shit, but you all do. And nobody learns anything from it. It's just gossip. And I've never seen so many grown-ass men gossip till it's ridiculous. And nobody's learning. Nobody's getting anything out of a rapper passing away. Nothing. What I want to do is turn this shit around so that you can get something out of it. Because I truly believe that all of these dead rappers, even though that they can't verbally talk, I think in spirit, what they're saying is, yo, don't be like me. That if you want to be out there in the streets, you want to sell drugs, you want to spin around the block on your ops and this and that and so forth, this is what's going to happen. Straight up. That living in the streets, it's going to result to 3 things. 6 feet under, dead, in jail, doing time, or strung out on drugs. That is nothing positive about this road that these people are streets that these people are living on. Repping. It's nothing positive about it. Yet at the end of the day, all roads leads to a disaster. All streets do. I haven't hardly ever in my life heard a person that got out of the streets and made something out of themselves in the most positive way. Yes, there are exceptions to the rules. So please don't leave it in the comment section talking about your Uncle Ray used to sell drugs and then he turned that dirty money into clean money and da-da-da-da-da. How many Uncle Rays are there out there? How many Uncle Rays made it off of the streets? How many rappers have made it dissing their ops? Being street affiliated, gang affiliated. People are dropping dead by the dozens. And I know what you may say, I assume, because you're so sarcastic, you always want to try to, get me. You may say, well, 50 Cent, he spent most of his career talking shit. This ain't the early 2000s, the late 90s. See, I'm gonna reverse that shit on you now. This ain't the Because, normally you all would say, well, you know what, man, this ain't the 90s, man. Things have changed and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to reverse it on you. This ain't the early 2000s and the late 90s. It don't work like that anymore. You talk shit on wax, you get waxed. That plain and simple. These kids out here ain't fucking playing anymore. And they take what you say behind that mic for real, for real. That's why I try to shut the fuck up when it comes to street politics. Because at the end of the day, I don't know shit about the streets. I used to when I was in those streets, when I was homeless, when I was living in the hood. I had to deal with the street politics because I had to know who to stay the fuck away from. A lot of niggas in the hood got targets on their back or on their foreheads. And guess what? If I get caught in a car with them, because I'm a cool dude. I'm just chilling. We going somewhere to get some weed. The car gets sprayed up. They ain't looking for me, per se. They looking for that dude. But I just so happen to be in a car and I get shot and killed with the dude. So I ain't in the streets anymore. What, streets of suburbia? What's the worst thing that happens on my block, in my community? Psh, what? Rabbits eating your grass or some shit? But I try to stay the fuck away from that shit. Because there ain't nothing positive about it. And what happens is, you young cats out there that's living in the same type of community that I'm living in, and white cats out there too, that's living in the same type of community and environment that I'm living in, you rapping about it, you singing it, you wearing your clothes a certain kind of way, and you truly think that you're about that life. You truly think that this is play, like it's a fucking movie, and it's not. It's people really living like that. It's when that nigga made that song, Young and Ace, I Really Miss You, that from the remix he did, when he was talking about dead homies, those guys, I did the research, they actually died. Foolio, when he talked about them dead homies, the dead ops, they actually died. I forgot which one was a Young and Ace or Foolio, when they was talking about how they found a kid in the forest or grass or some shit, and he was skull and bones. That was real. I looked at Jacksonville News. That was a real thing. These motherfuckers are not playing games. And this is what we need to realize. We need to wake the fuck up and realize that these dead rappers are trying to tell us something. See, you ain't gonna listen to me, man, for real. Let's just be real. You're not, because I'm an old head. By default, you don't listen to old people, because you think all old people are against you. There are some motherfuckers out there that ain't worth shit. There are a lot of motherfuckers, old heads that are out there that ain't worth shit. But there are exceptions to the rules. There are some old heads, you know what I'm saying, that want to see you win. That want to see you do better in life than they did. And I'm one of them. But technically, you can't listen to me. All right, that's cool. Don't listen to me. Listen to King Von. Listen to Extension. Listen to Wavy Navy. Listen to Pop Smoke. Listen to Nipsey Hussle. And I'm not talking about listen to their music. I'm talking about listen to them as they tell you that this ain't the right way to go. It's not. And you look at me, this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Some of you all look at me and you're like, man, I ain't trying to be like him. You know what I'm saying? He got a regular car, stay in a regular house. He ain't got no chains on. He ain't got this. He ain't got the new Jordans, the retro Jordans. He don't wear no Balenciagos, da-da-da-da-da, this and that and so forth. But I'm alive, motherfucker. Straight up, it's just that plain and simple. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm just being real with you. I'd rather be alive and have what I have and I appreciate the shit that I have, than to be dead with Balenciagos on, a gold chain, and money in my hand that somebody put in my hand because I'm dead. I don't need no pallbearers. I don't need nobody to lift my body up and push me into the whatever that damn car is where they got the dead bodies and shit. Drive me. The final drive that I'll ever get an opportunity to drive in a car, ride in the car ever again, is to the fucking cemetery. So, nigga, you should want to be like me, because I'm alive today. And I'm not doing anything, any type of illegal activities that could cost me my life. Well, shit, I'm not doing any illegal activities, period. You need to start respecting and honoring those women that, I know it ain't cool because you a street dude, but you need to start respecting and honoring those people that wake up every morning and go to work from 9 to 5 o'clock. Maybe that slow life, that slow paced life, and that slow money is way more better than a fast one. Because guess what I've learned? My grandmother, my grandfather had a job, and they worked. My mother had a job, and my father had a job, and they worked. My whole family had jobs, and they worked. And guess what? I got 2 uncles, 2 aunts, my mother, my grandmother. My grandfather's dead, may he rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, all of them are retired now. All of them are retired now. And they don't have to watch their back. They could drive in any part of this fucking planet. With the exception of, of course, there's poverty everywhere. You can get robbed just because somebody thinks that you have more than they do. But I'm saying aside from that, they don't have targets on their back. All because of that slow money. They made money the slow way. While you out there making fast money. You can't go to certain neighborhoods because you done fucked around and ran your fucking mouth too much. You have ops, people that want to shoot and kill you. And sooner or later, somebody's going to catch up to you, and they will kill you. So I just don't understand this shit. It's just plain and simple. You should look at these dead rappers and say to yourself, well, I ain't trying to be like that motherfucker. And look at your uncle that gets up every day, that's a carpenter, and say that you want to own your own business. Shit, change your career. Fuck being a goddamn... it's not safe to be a rapper nowadays, but I'm gonna tell you what is safe. Being a motherfucking... it's funny, but it's the truth. Working at Walmart getting carts. Ain't nothing violent about that. The ops ain't gonna run up and pull up on you at Walmart because you getting carts and shit. That's an honest day's work of living. Honest day pay. See, y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You want to live that fast life. And I don't understand that, man. Man, I want to be fly, man. I want to be fly for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I may not wear the best motherfucking clothes, and I may not be, you know what I'm saying, famous and all the rest of that shit. Who gives a fuck? As long as I bust a nut and, every now and then get some of that good stuff, I'm good. Travel around this planet, I'm good. As long as my children are good, I'm good. Other than that, look where you at. Look where these rappers are at, man. And there will be more. These motherfucking rappers are going to jail. Either they going 6 feet under, like death, cemetery, or they going to jail. And their music is inspiring and motivating future rappers that's gonna die in the near future. You're talking about some, oh, this is a conspiracy, you know, the white man and this and that, and private-owned, privatized prisons and blah, 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 blah. If y'all all know about all this shit, then stop doing the shit that you're doing. And then you won't have to worry about the white man locking your dumb ass up. Yeah, we do have our odds stacked against us. But guess what? I had my odds stacked against me when I was young. And I knew not to do no dumb shit. The shit that y'all are doing. I knew not to do it. And I didn't have a father figure, a father in my house. I had a stepfather. He wasn't worth shit. This motherfucker was just as much as a kid as I was. Shit, I remember. I ain't lying. This is my word. He used to go buy comic books and shit. And then after he finished reading the comic books, he would give it to me. This motherfucker wake up and eat, what is it, that honeycombs and shit. He had his favorite cereal. My mother told us that we couldn't eat his cereal. This motherfucker had his own cereal, honeycombs, Fruit Loops. It sound like a fucking kid to me. Nigga never cooked. Ever. Never cleaned. The only thing he did was clean his ass. That's it. That sound like a fucking kid to me. So I never had a father figure inside the house. All of the shit that all of the things that are stacked up against you all, that you're facing right now, is the same shit that I was facing when I was younger. But I managed to get the fuck up out of the situation that I was in. And put myself in a better position. Where as of now, I think the right way. And I ain't worried about no street cred. I don't give a fuck about that. In the real world, nobody gives a fuck about no street cred. You can't purchase or buy nothing off of no fucking street cred. But you know what type of cred I'm worried about? Or not so much worried, but I think about my credit score. And when I think about my credit score, I say to myself, man, I've done a great job in improving it. So I can walk in. This is what's so crazy. All of the things that you all, you know what I'm saying, want in the streets. You know, you want a nice car, you want money, you want this, and you want that. Guess what? You can get it in the legal world. Right now, if I wanted to. Because I know y'all be joking, oh, he drive a Kia Sorento and this and that. I drive it by choice, motherfucker. My credit score is so good right now, if I wanted to, I can walk into any dealer. Mercedes, BMW, and not really have to make a down payment on a car or deposit any type of money. They'll let me have the keys right now. Matter of fact, before I even purchase it, they'll say, you know what, Mr. Langston, here's the keys right here. You know, take it for the day. Bring it back tomorrow. Right now, my credit score, if I wanted to buy a mansion, I mean, not a mansion, you know, like that, but I'm saying a house. Let's just say the house that I'm renting. I can do it with little to no money down. So my point in making is this. Everything that you want in life, and you're trying to get it in the streets, guess what? You could do it the legal way. It may take you a little longer. But at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about the feds busting in your door. You don't have to worry about the ops spinning on your block. You don't have to worry about none of that shit. None of it. And it's all worth it. Because at the end of the day, you got the house, you got the car, you got the woman you wanted, and you can rest in peace every night. You could go to sleep knowing that, yo, I worked hard to get this shit and I ain't have to hurt nobody. And I don't have to worry about no cops busting in my door. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about the ops when I get in my car and drive around the city or whatever. You know, sometimes, man, a day like this is a little cool, you know what I'm saying? But a day like this, if it was a little bit warmer, I would just pull the windows down and take a ride. Go for a ride around the block. Not around the block, but you know, around the city. I don't have to worry about shit. So yeah, man, this is a learning moment. If you wanna follow, you know, behind a dead rapper's footsteps, then guess what? You know where it's gonna lead to, the cemetery. And I'm not trying to tell you, you know, I should be your role model. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, just look at me, man. I mean, I have the best, but goddamn it, I could wake up and breathe and not have to worry about when I walk out the door, you know what I'm saying, the cops are like, freeze! Or the ops are spinning around the block and shit. Hey man, it's your life, you do what you want to do with it. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.